Dear Lawrence Alexander Cambridge, I hope that you're not dead. I'm here in Sam's Club. We just bought a box of chocolate. We're going to charge $2 for each one. It's 52 bars. That'll be at least $100 so that we can pay our phone bill. I just talked to a guy sitting where that little girl is sitting from the Central Intelligence Agency. He said he married a lady. She was married to her for 2 years. She had bipolar, and she took his house from him. And so I'm just talking to him about the situation. Like, you really don't love her anymore? And he's like, no. She took $3,000 out of my account and said it should have been $300. And for some reason, my spirit was like, this sounds like Lawrence and the doppelganger, Aileen, Dorothea Atkins, whoever is pretending to be me. I want to let you know that I was sincere with you about everything I said. I didn't steal anything from you, Lawrence. So behind the scenes, I don't know who this doppelganger Aileen is. I don't know who stole your house, if they stole your house. Sometimes there's a car following me. It looks like Rita. And I don't see the guy. There's a lot of military people here. He had on a Vietnam era hat. He said that he was in Vietnam. He couldn't tell me what branch he was in, but he showed me the CIA badge. Now, it could be some crazy stuff from John Waldron. I went to John Waldron's house yesterday insisting he tell me the truth about a marriage. He said to me one time, we were talking, he said, remember the marriage? You asked me about the marriage? He didn't say you asked me about the marriage. He just said the marriage. I said, yeah, but you told me no. So what does that mean? He didn't go any further. Then I was saying, Mr. John, they have a sealed case on me. No, I didn't know about the sealed case. He gave me a document that I hid in his house. My family was acting up, my brother, being a bully, probably just to record me and take it to one of those corrupt psychiatrists so that they could give me some kind of label so he could be over my money and stuff. Because he's stolen everything. My children and I live in a building with no running water, no electricity. Look at my fingers. I wear gloves because it's cold, but I also wear gloves to cover them up because I barbecue every day. So that's like barbecue soot under my nails, and I just don't have the capability or the energy to try to manicure my hands every day. So I brought Angola because if we don't get the light bill paid, we might lose Angola to the streets. You know, wherever there's free Wi-Fi, she's going to camp up there. And I don't like spending the food stamp dollars on these boxes. That's $50, and that's a whole week's grocery. It makes it uncomfortable. We have to go to the church to depend on them for food because whatever they've done to me, it's like I can't get a job. Liberty Staffing hasn't even paid me the 4 days they owe me. People Ready kicked me out of the system, wanting me to sign some kind of form, and I don't need to sign a form. I'm already in JobStack. So on every turn, people are putting their foot on my neck, and it makes it hard for me to be able to work a couple of days a week just to keep my little bills paid. My storage unit is almost $400 now, and it's just ever since you passed, life has gotten really hard, and I hope and pray that you're okay. I hope that, honestly, I hope you faked your death and you moved away and you're having a great life. I never believed that you died because usually when people die, I see them in my dreams. Now, for the last 2 weeks, I've seen Letitia Karima Penn, my sister Alva Melreen Atkins, and my brother Anthony Catharsis Atkins in my dreams. Now, they could be dead. I don't know because I don't talk to any of them. They all turned their back on me. All of my siblings, all of my fake friends. You met John Waldron. He's a thief and a liar. And now he's pretending that he has psychological problems and he can't remember. This man has what did he call it? An endemic memory. So now he's pretending that he can't remember. So I don't know who stole your credit cards. They stole your credit card, Rita's credit card. I had it in my purse. And they stole my, what do you call those? Pay cards. 2 of my pay cards. They're like credit cards, but it's a pay card. I don't know if it's a real bank card. And Thomas Kelly pulled me over and took my ID. I think that Donnie Dwayne Flowers is connected to the police department some kind of way, and he gets people to do him favors, or maybe it was Anthony. But I think they pulled me over that day and took my driver's license so that he could cash a check of mine, send somebody in to cash a check. Now, yesterday I was on the bus, and that lady, Erlene, was on the bus when I got on bus 5. When we got off, at the Marion Transit Center, she went a different way. I went and ran and got on bus 19 to go pick her up from the shelter because it was so cold that they let the homeless people sleep in the church. Okay, go find out how much an SD card costs here. She's always fussing with me about using her phone. I use up too much memory. Erlene looks like me a little bit, but she has no teeth in her mouth. She has falsies, and when she doesn't wear her falsies, you can see her gums flip over. Now, I have one tooth in my mouth, and I didn't even brush this morning, but I'm going to see if I can show them to you. Ooh, I chat and I had that position tooth bounces only a poking. I'm going to show them to you anyway. Okay. I don't know if you can see them, but that's pretty disgusting. I didn't brush my teeth this morning. So I have one tooth up top. It's an incisor, and then I have about 10 teeth at the bottom. So I keep telling Thomas O'Manzi, who is the bailiff for Chief Judge Ronald Figueroa, if somebody's pretending to be Aileen Atkins, make them smile. And on my YouTube channel, Missing Not Missing, I have my smile, one tooth up top and like 10 at the bottom. These people have done terrible things, and I don't know if they messed with your credit, but I was trying to sleep in my car because my brother was trying to fight me and he wouldn't let me live at the house peacefully. So I figured if I wasn't there, maybe he would leave my children alone until, God did something. And I've been praying a lot. They sent me a text message when I was at Donnie's house saying I had to move out of your house. Now, I have been out of your house since you died July 13th, 2020, according to Rita. That's what she told me over the phone. My dad died on the 13th. I said, no. And I got mad with the hospital, and I wrote a letter to Dr. Patel to tell him, if you all had let me come and talk to him, maybe I could have given him the strength to want to live, having somebody there, caressing their hair, rubbing their feet, helping them to feel like life is worth living. He might have lived. And they wouldn't even let me in the hospital. So I was upset with them about that. I was at Donnie's house, and I felt like I needed to drop my purse behind the sofa. So that told me right there I was in danger. So Donnie either stole those credit cards or John Waldron. Those are the 2 people I think might have stole them. Donnie Dwayne Flowers went over to, I think, James Johnson's house. Remember when I started sleeping at your house, and then you said, hey, let's date and be a couple? JJ was the one that was paying the water bill. And I went over to his house that one last time to cut ties and to settle up that bill. Well, I think these guys got in cahoots to steal from you. They were angry that you were taking me away from them, so that meant no more, I guess I can say, oral sex on this video. So that's hard to come by, and men get really stupid when they can't get it, even though they're treating the person like shit. JJ treated me like shit. He did. He tried to be nice, but he just seems to be a mean person. Donnie is just melancholy. He is not mean. He's not nice. He's just like blah. like nothing. And you were exuberant and exciting and fun and accepting. And I'm sorry that I brought all of these people to your life who did terrible things. I don't know if they did terrible things to you.
That was not your fault. Again, he should have listened.
I did try to tell you. Now, Angola said you should have listened. I told you not to let my brother in your house, and you let my brother in your house twice. I was at work, and God sent me back. I doubled back, and that Flex that he was driving, I think it belongs to one of the owners of that temporary agency I worked for, skilled labor on East Fletcher. They put that I lived in East Lake, Florida. I knew something was wrong then, but I just couldn't figure it out. I didn't know if they had me registered as dead, as missing, as living in an assisted living facility. But if they did all of this to me, I'm sure they did something terrible to you as well. So I'm still praying for you. I've had to cut cords from everybody in order to move my life on, because I didn't know if you were a part of this scheme and scam. You came in the house and you said, oh, I'm going to help you and your family, get things back on or in track and help you all. I said, we can't be helped now. You better leave these people alone. You don't know them. They pretend to be Christians, but they are not. They do evil stuff behind the scene. So as I was talking to this guy, it sounded just like maybe it could have been my story and your story. I had 5 kids. He said the lady he was married to had 5 kids. He said 2 years, so that would have been from 2020 to 2022 if you really weren't dead. But maybe you married the white girl. I don't know. Maybe you married the banner rooster. I don't know. Maybe they brought Letitia there for you to marry, or you married my sister Ava Alva. I don't know. But I had nothing to do with stealing anything from you, okay? So, I hope all is well. Peace. Today is December the 1st, 2022. I'm in Brandon, Florida at Sam's Club, and it's 2:39 p.m., and we're going to sell chocolate bars for $2 and pay a phone bill and pray for the rest. I asked Roderick if I could stay there over the YouTube, Facebook. I asked Rita over Facebook. Rita was at the DMV saying that I stole your car, and I tried to explain to her, you gave me that car, and you told me that you had given other women cars and bought other women houses, and you bought her a car and you bought her daughter a car. But she still was calling me what did she call me, a vagabond? She did. And she cut up so bad, the sheriff put me out. You understand me? So I still have your car, and it's still making a difference. It's still giving us hope. So thank you for your kindness. Peace.